What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, hit the like, and share this video with your crew, because today's story is a major cross-border bombshell. It's a story that cuts through politics, justice, human rights, and the very fabric of Southern African unity. Zimbabwe has officially taken a bold step forward, filing complaints through its Human Rights Commission regarding the actions of South Africa's controversial vigilante group, Operation Dudula. And now, the South African Public Protector has been pulled into the mix. What's unfolding could redefine diplomatic relations, regional solidarity, and how we deal with vulnerable migrant communities in crisis. Imagine this: citizens fleeing economic collapse, political oppression, and broken systems in their homeland finally make it across the border into what they believe is a land of opportunity, only to be met with hostility, fear, and in some cases, public humiliation. That's been the lived experience of thousands of Zimbabweans in South Africa over the past few years, many of whom find themselves targeted by Operation Dudula, a movement that claims to be defending South Africa's sovereignty but has become synonymous with intimidation, violence, and xenophobic rhetoric. The Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission, alarmed by the growing wave of assaults, evictions, and public harassment targeting Zimbabwean nationals, has now formally expressed its outrage. In an unprecedented move, it has not only condemned Operation Dudula's actions but also lodged a complaint with South Africa's Public Protector, calling for a full investigation into state complicity, law enforcement inaction, and the broader systemic abuse of Zimbabwean migrants. This isn't just another regional squabble, it's a dramatic diplomatic escalation. When one country's human rights watchdog calls out another for failing to protect foreign nationals within its borders, the message is clear: we're not looking the other way anymore. The Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission's complaint lays bare a number of deeply disturbing allegations. It speaks of targeted beatings, mass evictions from informal settlements, destruction of vending stalls, denial of basic services, and racial profiling. It highlights incidents where migrants were dragged from their stalls, their goods destroyed, and accusations hurled at them not for breaking laws, but for merely existing in a space that some locals now claim as exclusively theirs. But here's where things get even more explosive: the Commission's report accuses South African authorities of turning a blind eye. Police, they allege, are not only failing to protect migrants but in some cases even participating in or enabling these acts of abuse. And while Operation Dudula claims to act on behalf of unemployed South Africans, the question remains: how far can a vigilante group go before the state steps in? Now enter the South African Public Protector's Office, a constitutional body designed to investigate improper conduct in state affairs. With the complaint now formally lodged, the ball is in their court. But here's the catch: the Public Protector's Office itself has been under immense political pressure in recent years, struggling with leadership changes, allegations of political bias, and questions over its ability to remain impartial. So will they act boldly on this complaint? Or will it join a growing pile of unresolved cases gathering dust? What cannot be ignored is the political sensitivity of this issue. Zimbabwe and South Africa share more than just a border; they share a deep liberation history, intertwined economies, and decades of cross-migration. Millions of Zimbabweans live and work in South Africa, filling critical roles in agriculture, hospitality, domestic work, and informal trade. Many of them are undocumented, not out of choice, but because of South Africa's notoriously slow and inconsistent immigration bureaucracy. Yet instead of addressing the root causes, broken immigration systems, economic inequality, and widespread unemployment, groups like Operation Dudula have chosen to paint a target on the backs of foreign nationals. In doing so, they've shifted attention away from the failings of the state and onto the most vulnerable people in society. This complaint has sparked a firestorm across both countries. In Zimbabwe, civil society groups are rallying in support, demanding the government take stronger action to protect its citizens abroad. In South Africa, human rights lawyers, NGOs, and activists are calling for an immediate halt to Operation Dudula's activities, branding them unconstitutional and dangerous. Some are even pushing for the group to be classified as a domestic terror threat, given its repeated use of intimidation and violence. At the heart of the storm is the question, what kind of South Africa are we building? A country that claims to uphold human rights, equality, and justice, yet allows foreign nationals to be hunted on its streets? Or a nation courageous enough to confront its own systemic failings, fix its institutions, and offer dignity to all who seek shelter within its borders? Let's not forget the haunting images that have already emerged: children watching as their parents are assaulted in broad daylight, grandmothers chased from their stalls, women crying as their only means of survival is trampled by angry mobs. These are not just statistics. These are human beings, with dreams, fears, and families. And the world is watching. The Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission's bold move forces a reckoning. It asks South Africa to answer for the pain and trauma being inflicted within its borders. It demands that the public protector, despite all the political noise, stand tall and fulfill its constitutional mandate. It challenges us, the people, to speak out, because silence in the face of injustice is complicity. The question now is, will the public protector rise to the occasion? Will there be an honest investigation, real accountability, and meaningful reform? Or will this moment be swept under the rug, buried under bureaucracy and spin? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, Operation Dudula's actions have crossed borders. And now, so has the outrage. Thanks for watching, family. This is one of the most important stories unfolding in our region right now. Don't stay silent, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and share this video with everyone who needs to hear the truth. And make sure you subscribe for more fearless coverage of the stories that matter most. This isn't just news, it's a call to action. Stay safe, stay strong, and keep standing for justice. Peace.